There's been a big update in the side event bug situation. Incursions is getting a massive improvement, and when will Odin get into the crystals? Yes, hello everybody, welcome back to the Marvel Contest of Champions News show for Friday.
I get what you're saying, don't care.
How rude, because the Marvel Contest of Champions News show covers a lot of community information when it comes from either Kabam answering stuff or as well stuff from around the different types of socials and areas for this game. So make sure to hit the like button, subscribe with post notifications on all. And just quickly before going anywhere, a massive thank you to those that support the channel through the medium of Patreon and YouTube membership services. Thank you very much for continuing that support. Also, those that support over on twitch.tv/RichTheMan live, that is where I predominantly do my live streaming. And as well, thank you to those that do the free sub each month, so the Prime Gaming. Thank you so much, that people that do that. And as well, those that give tier 1 subs, massive thanks to you. Gifted subs, thank you to you. And as well, those that give bits, so thank you as well. Firstly, kicking things off is Marvel Insider. There is some new bundles over and available in Marvel Insider, and I still have last month's. Last month's was particularly good. Let's see what's happening with this month's bundles. Unfortunately, it's not that great. Tier 1 alphas I do need at the moment, and that's pretty much it. An Ultimate Asgardian Crystal. It's not too bad, but it's not exactly last month's. However, though, if you're in your collecting mind, you can bag yourself a 2-star Mangog for your troubles. And don't forget to do your normal heroic and as well some other points grinds for the activities section. Also, next up, if you didn't know already, yesterday I posted a video that covered the whole kind of Valhalla milestones changing, and it's easier to hit. But I know there are a few people out there that have questioned the rewards. I gotta be honest, like, I don't mind the rewards staying the same as they are based on how it is now. Yes, it would be great to see the same rewards as a previous solo event, which was Vanquishing Blows, or Mad Titan Vanquishing Blows. But unfortunately, it's not going to be the case, and Kabam are being a bit stingy with the rewards on this. But a small win is a small win, and especially because you don't have to do this like as an extra thing, an alternative grind. You can just get on with doing like just standard grind on a day-to-day basis, and you'll find you're smashing out the Valhalla Victories. The only players I see this really affecting are those that are a lot lower. I'm talking like if you've only just acquired your first 5-star kind of level. That is going to be where you'll have to either make a decision about where you grind and what you do. If Road to Labyrinth isn't an option for you, then go and do that, and yes, it will cost energy. But I would say it would be better to do either the lower levels of event quests, or secondly, to do something like Arena. Like, I know that sucks, but maybe kind of like do that as well and kind of look to gather more of your 4 stars. Either way, as I said, it's more of an easier grind than it has been, and as well, like even this morning, I think I've put in about 150,000 or something like that, even just by doing like uncollected questing. So it's pretty fair. Next up, a bit of sad news is that Kabam Frenchie has left Kabam, which I know for some people they may be going, oh, that's sad. Some people may go, oh, who's that? And other people might go, oh, I don't like Kabam employees. So whatever you think about it, whatever you think about them, just to kind of point out, right, Kabam Frenchie's done some good things. People may question the way that the game economy, which that's what Kabam Frenchie looked over, they may question a lot of the elements of that. But at the same time, do bear in mind, these are still employees. Like you are, like you're employed by your boss is telling you what to do, and you may be shouted at by customers. That's something to bear in mind as well. But something to point out with this is that, you know, Kabam Frenchie has done the tier 5 class catalyst Nexus Crystal. That's the one thing he's left us on the point of leaving. Kabam Frenchie is the only Kabam employee that is being able to go to mine and Dan's podcast, the Contest Run podcast. He's the only one who's agreed to it, I should say. Only one that's agreed to it. And we've tried to get other people on. We've tried, but it's just not been the case. So massive respect for that. Also, Kabam Frenchie is the only Kabam employee that personally went to our Discord, the RichTheMan Discord, to let the community know what was going on with an issue. And people remember that. Like, I've got people that said last night they remember when Kabam Frenchie did that. It was a problem back a while ago with certain devices where people were being bumped out of content. But yeah, like, here's the thing, right? You may disagree with a lot of the practices when it comes to the game economy. It's improved, but, you know, I'm sure there will be people that that kind of like will go, like, oh, right, I don't care. But, you know, I want to say, like, you know, I care. I care for those little things. And it's the small little things that matter with that. And especially it's good to leave with the Tier 5 class Catalyst Nexus Crystal. That's a nice little gift there. And hopefully that's a new narrative going forward. There was a little bit of to-do on Twitter yesterday with Kabam, Frenchie, and some people of the community. I'm not going to go too much into that because I think everybody in that situation looked a bit kind of like a little bit funky. So we'll leave it there. If you're in the live stream last night, you'll know. Make sure to come onto the live streams because, you know, it's the fun stuff that happens. Because here's the thing, it wasn't Agatha all along, right? It was in fact me all along. Shout out to Mark for that one. That actually made us laugh on stream last night. But any case, right, moving on. Incursions update. What's going down with this? Pretty exciting stuff. So I'm not going to go into too much detail. I'm actually going to like hit up Dan and say like, hey, we're going to do some more incursions at some point. Because next week, as of Monday, and this will probably be some vids that I'll be posting next week, we get an improvement when it comes to new hacks. This is the thing that I've been more excited for with the game. And there's loads of different kind of improvements here. Toxic Advance, heavy attacks, unstoppable or unblockable attacks, have 50% chance to grant an armor up buff, giving 1,000 armor rating and lasting 15 seconds, and 100% chance to cause a poison debuff. Man, it is tempting. It is very, very tempting to use Abomination with the Eastern Blocker synergy of Red Guardian. Kind of do be liking that idea. Maybe a little bit of King Groot in for good measures as well, possibly. I don't know. Like, there's some champions I really want to check out with some of these nodes. Like even this one here, Defensive Cascade. While under the effect of armor up buff, your attacks have 50% chance to trigger a stun debuff on the opponent for 1 second. When triggered, the chance reduced by 30% for 20 seconds. But like, I just like the idea of maybe using Colossus for this and just having like a complete just slogfest with a good synergy as well. Also, I'm thinking to myself, I'm gonna have to break out Apocalypse. Like, look, degen, like debuff reinforcement, debuff upgrade degeneration. So like the damage is going to be stonks, especially if you're kind of putting in an SP2. Oh yes. But also there's some good news. Like I wanted an increase in the amount of dark artifacts, especially like, you know, when you want to do like crystal openings and stuff, and also like give yourself more of a chance to grab certain crystals. Now at least you have like more of a threshold for grab, and as well the volume of 6-star shards you can get back. Top zone rewards, shard rewards from the top zone rewards in 1 and 2 in each sector increase to match the zone 3 output. Okay, good. And the new buffs, they've been added, so there's kind of like an improvement. Well, no, actually, is that, yeah, just like anyway, new buff. Solo objective, hello. The 30-day objective will challenge only the mightiest summoners in the deepest parts of Sector 8. Ooh. So if you go down to there, you get 50. Whoa, that's a lot of 6-star signature stone crystals. That's actually pretty good. That is very, very good. I think that's going to make things more interesting for those, and also encourage people to do incursions more. For me personally, I spent like a good week to week and a half doing the event quest side of things. So doing like, you know, Sins of Our Fathers, Uncollected and Cavalier. Get the units in Uncollected, and then in this case recycle that into energy refills or whatever I need to then do in the Cavalier. So I'm really looking for something above and beyond that. Maybe I could sink like a day of grinding to do the lower and the higher. But incursions, even though it seemed like of value, I probably would have like opted more for doing arena grinding for then collecting units for other content. Now it's a different case. This actually interests me from the point of grind, especially from the top end of grind as well. And hopefully to try and get to zone 20. Maybe very difficult for me to do that, but you know, suppose it's worth a go. But one champion I am not looking forward to facing is Jubilee Super Scroll. Well, in fact, like it would be, so it's Jubilee that's been taken over by Super Scroll. So can Super Scroll transfer into that, or does he look like he's got like the Fantastic Four powers? I don't know, people. This is a mind melt of a thing. It's just a typo. That's just a joke. Next up, and have you wanted to know when Mangog and Odin particularly, is going to be entering into the arenas and crystals? Well, Dan's got you covered. Link is in the description to this, and a link in the description is available for frontlinemcc.home.blog. Make sure you are homepaging it to get all your info about MCOC on a daily basis. So Mangog is going to enter into the arena next week, which is going to be fun. I don't think it's going to be particularly high, but I'll talk about that close to the time. Odin will enter in on the 25th of June as the 25th of March, but 29th of June is when you're going to see him in the 6-star featured crystal, so look out for that. It's going to be earlier when he sees the 5-star featured, so you may want to save for that, which I probably will do if my opening doesn't go too well, because I'm going to be doing hopefully 2 Odins, and I will be setting a like goal with a certain video to then see whether or not it's going to be live streamed on YouTube for the opening or on Twitch. So I'll have to see how the performance goes. But however though, you know, that's the info there. Make sure that you are following Dan at frontlinemcoc.home.blog. Okay, now it's time to move on to our last story, and that's all about the Odin Gauntlets. So as you know, there's been some massive problems over the last 48 hours. Where players weren't accessing the correct type of tier that they were doing. And look, people were even kind of like, they were grabbing 1 to 5 of the caskets, and then in this case they were trying to go in to find the correct one that they needed, and it was still finding like tier 1. Also though, that when it was fixed, players are still lacking that additional feather. Does it matter so much? Not to a degree. On like, there is a little bit of grace days when it comes to the feather, so maybe Kabam down the line will have some answers to that. But what have they got to say about the tiering issue? Well, as of yesterday, Kabam Boo said you should all be in the correct quest tier now. We genuinely apologise for confusion and delay. We hope you'll be able to enjoy the side quest as always. Please let us know if you continue to experience issues with this. Thank you and again for your cooperation. I would say as well, if anybody's still experiencing any issues when it comes to this, is to maybe uninstall the game and then reinstall it again in order to get it back. And that may be the way that kind of sorts out. There has been an update that players have like said about, but I don't know if it's concrete that that's actually working fine. But Kabam Boo says all accounts should have been fixed now. Please continue to let us know if it's still showing the wrong tier, and we can look into it. Thank you. In any case, I feel that even though this is fixed for a lot of more people now than it was, it's just one of those overly complicated type of side events. And let's hope next month is more one of those easygoing ones, like it has been a little while ago, where we had like Hades Invasions, or not Lovers Battleground, but something similar where you don't have to overly think and you just get on with it as normal. But there we go, that's been Marvel Contest of Champions news show for Friday. Thank you so much for watching. Check out some other content located up there. I should be posting another video today, and then there's lots of videos being posted over the weekend. And then next week, again, lots of stuff that I want to get back to. We've got an Act 7.100% guide going out tomorrow, and as well as a write-up going out on Discord tomorrow as well. And lots of stuff. Lots and lots of stuff. Thanks for watching. See you soon. Bye-bye.